here are the 3 games up for voting. I'm going to make the poll in just a second, so give me a second. But I'd like to introduce them to you in no particular order. Oh, shit, the little envelopes are stuck on each other. In no particular order. Up first, this is a returning candidate. We have Sonic Riders for the PlayStation 2. These are all PlayStation 2 games, by the way. So we have Sonic Riders, I think the snowboarding, airboarding game with the bird characters in it. We have a game from last year's Extra Life. We have Fantavision, the game where you set off fireworks in space and on the moon, and that's really about it. That's it. You just set off fireworks. Launch title, by the way, mostly to show off the particle effects on the PlayStation 2. It's only worth about $5 complete now. Definitely worth it at $5, not at $50. And then finally, the last game in the list is NRA Gun Club, a game which we have already streamed on this channel. The recording quality was not very good, and the set that I'm sitting in right now was not finished, but we had a really good time with it. Right now, everything has 1 vote. Sonic Riders, Fantavision, NRA Gun Club. Fantavision pulling ahead with 3 votes. NRA Gun Club has just gotten 1 extra vote. 2 votes for NRA Gun Club. Sonic Riders falling into last place again. Oh, nope, now it's tied with the Gun Club. Alright, now everything is tied with 3 votes. Don't make it a 3-way tie, please. Fantavision pulls back into lead with 4 votes. Sonic Riders jumps up with 4 votes as well. This is getting intense. NRA Gun Club falls into last place with only 3 votes. Now it's going to be Sonic Riders up in the nope. Sonic Riders with 6 votes. NRA Gun Club jumps up to 6 votes. Fantavision falls behind with only 5. Sonic Riders pulls ahead with 7 votes. NRA Gun Club responds with another vote of its own. Fantavision bounces back with 8 votes. 9 votes for Fantavision. 8 for the others, 9 for Gun Club. They're all tied at 9. They're holding at 9. They're all holding at 10. They're all holding at 11. Oh nope, Sonic Riders is falling behind. Fantavision, NRA Gun Club are neck and neck at 13 votes. Couple ahead 14, 15. They're responding. It's almost like an auction. Sonic Riders appears to be out of commission. They've fallen in the last place again. They're about half a dozen votes behind. Fantavision at 20 votes. NRA Gun Club at 20 votes. They're both at 21 votes now. They're both at 23 votes now. They're both at 24 votes now. They're both at 26 votes now. 28 for Fantavision, 29 for NRA Gun Club, 32 for Fantavision. Sonic Riders still way in the back. 10 votes for Sonic Riders. Nobody wants to do this one. We're running out of seconds here. Fantavision at 36 votes. NRA Gun Club, 33 votes. The polls are closed. The polls are closed. NRA Gun Club. NRA Gun Club with the upset. 39 votes to Fantavision's 37 at the last possible minute. So, NRA Gun Club is the winner. The game with the air horn. So I'll remind you. I'm sure you guys know what the NRA is. I don't want to get too political about it, but let's just say they're a bunch of fucking weirdos. They've got their own television channel. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver has done a fantastic 20-minute piece on what NRA TV actually is. It's highly worth the... And just turn this show off and go watch that instead. So there's that. The National Rifle Association is essentially an American organization that lobbies for gun rights and Second Amendment rights and the right for Americans to do things like purchase AR-15 rifles and whatnot. Alright, so, NRA Gun Club. Let's start planning this out. I've got the paper ready. You know it. So, when we streamed NRA Gun Club... bullet ball. It's the wrong kind of bullet. My point. Now that's a bullet ball. Dale Gribble from King of the Hill. I don't know what. Okay, we could do Dale Gribble. You know there was a guy known as Eddie the Eagle who was famous for being the worst ski jumper in recorded history. But isn't that also the name of NRA's cartoon mascot? Actually, hang on. You talking about this? Was this NRA? Holy shit! Yep, 1998 National Rifle Association. So yeah, we've got stop. Don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult. So this was a gun safety program. Like, basically in the 80s and 90s, there was this fear that, like, there were just guns just laying around. And you know, in the United States, it's a very valid concern, I guess. Yeah, so this was what to do if you're a kid, and it says, you know, it says learn that guns are not toys. The Eddie Eagle registered trademark gun safety program, proper noun, teaches children this vital lesson through 4 simple safety steps, and that's what it is. You can go to you can call, for more information, call 1-800-231-0752 or visit their website at nra.org/eddy/eddymain.html. Now, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work anymore, but I do want to call that number real quick.
We're calling the Eddie Eagle Gun Safe Program.
Holy shit!
Closely to the following 3 options, as this menu has recently changed. If you are calling to receive a free sample kit, which includes an introductory letter, student workbook, program statistics, a description of materials, an order form, and a parent's guide to gun safety brochure, please press 1 now. If you'd like to order Eddie Eagle materials, please press 2 now. If you'd like to speak with a member of the Eddie Eagle staff, please press 3 now. Press the pound key to repeat these options, or press 0 to be connected to an NRA operator.
I want the sample kit.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Hello, you have reached the voicemail for NRA Eddie Eagle. We are currently unavailable, but if you'll leave your name, number, and a brief description of your inquiry, we'll call you back as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, my name is Andre from Gatorbox, and I've got an Eddie Eagle gun safety VHS. I didn't realize this was still a number. I noticed you mentioned there was a sample kit, so I'm interested in receiving that. If possible, could you take my information through voicemail? Thank you all very much, and I'm very impressed that the phone number on the back of the VHS actually was still you guys. So I hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Well, we're getting Eddie Eagle shit in the mail now, and probably I'm on the NRA's mailing list, so there's that. Okay, so this is an interesting episode of Gatorbox Crayons already. So we've got Eddie the Eagle here with his ethnically diverse cast of kids, as was the thing with every 90s thing. Hosted by Jason Priestley. I guess he either is a diehard supporter of the NRA or he got in trouble and this was some type of community service thing. I've seen this before. It's not very long. So Eddie Eagle needs to be on the cover. So what does Eddie Eagle need to be doing? I don't know what H3... Oh, hot dogs, hand grenades, and horseshoes or whatever. That's the H3 VR. That's what that is. I don't know enough about that to play that. But I think Eddie Eagle in an Oculus Rift, except holding real guns. How about that? We've got Eddie Eagle. I've already fucking called the NRA live on the stream. So Eddie Eagle is a shoe-in. So I think what needs to be happening is you guys are saying that hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades has turned 5 years old today or yesterday or something like that. So I know that that's a VR game. So I think we need to have Eddie Eagle playing in with an Oculus with some type of headset on, and instead of holding the Oculus controllers, he's just holding guns and wildly just shooting guns, presumably indoors. This is just going to be one of many, many, many streams where you guys I've been tricked into drawing fucking furries. So Eddie Eagle, here's his head. This guy's got some broad shoulders. He's built like a fucking dump truck. He basically built like a linebacker. You know, he's not wearing any pants though. He's wearing a big, almost like a tube top cutoff shirt that just says Eddie, and no pants. And then he's wearing shoes with no socks. What is this mascot? I mean, at some point, I guess he just has just a fucking null patch for a crotch like most cartoon mascots of the era. So he's gonna be down here. Does he need to be, like, in a pose, like he's shooting guns? Like, maybe with, like, one leg going out or whatever? No, but no, I haven't drawn him in such a way as to have him, in a pose. Like, he's facing us dead on, so I haven't drawn his body contorting in such a way. That's... Aether 50 Twitch pennies says, if he's wearing no paints, you have to draw Eddie's fat D. Well, I can draw his micro D because he is compensating for it by owning guns. So, I'll meet you halfway, literally. Tell you what, I'll do you one better. I'll meet you an eighth of the way. There's no need to even censor it, because his penis is so microscopic, it might as well not. It's just hidden behind the feathers at this point. Draw a hot dog where his dick would be. Okay. Hey everyone, Sam Freddy coming back at you with another hot sale. You want to get one of them famous $5 hot dogs? Well, come from a limited time, we got famous $5 Eddie dogs. Y'all heard Eddie the Eagle, the famous gun mascot, teaching kids about don't shoot things. Leave the area, tell an adult. Well, I tell you what, we got a brand new deal. Come on down, get Eddie dog for $5. Get another one at regular menu price. Every order comes. NRA's telling me every order comes with a free complimentary gun. do cocktail wiener. Draw a little smoky, on a toothpick. And of course, he's an American bald eagle because that's America. All right, so he's got the eagle cheeks, the eagle beak. Kind of good. Almost just going to be drawn almost like a Kazooie type character here. I've never really messed with VR headsets before, so I'm just going to kind of draw what I think one looks like from memory, which will probably be somewhat incorrect. So that's covering up the rest of his face, and then he has like a tuft of hair, or like his feathers or whatever. So we'll draw that. He's also white. I didn't mean that's not a race thing. He's just white because that's how they chose to make him. I don't really know what Uzis look like. But I didn't know what Uzis look like from the front, so I'm just gonna draw like guns, okay? Actually, we need to have muzzle flashes coming from the front. So instead of just that, specifically we need to have like little starbursts coming out of him, because he's literally opening fire at the person looking at this. Where does the shirt end? The shirt ends here, so that we get full view of his navel and where the hot dog is. We get that, of course. Just draw a couple of buttonless remote controls with spent cartridges spewing out of them. That's about what we're heading toward, if you want me to be honest with you. This guy's built like a brick shithouse. Alright, Eddie. So the D is in the middle. Of course it is. Much like the real thing. This is the Ed, Ed, and Eddie character that didn't quite make the cut. Ed, Ed, Eddie, and Eddie. Because nobody wanted a big bird following them around that kept talking about guns. Who cares about guns? We want jawbreakers! Life has many doors, Ed Boys and Ed Bird. What the fuck am I doing with my life? You thought that I went really into Burbs? No, I mean, I like Kazooie. Kazooie's a fun character. I like her. Oh, you thought I weren't really into Bird. No, see, you're right. Birds aren't my thing. They never were. I'm sorry. Sorry for the letdown, everybody. Eddie Eagle. I can't fucking believe I called that number. My God. All right. So he's shooting that, and he's got big old swole arms. His shoulders are like fucked up. I really botched that. All right. So there's that. It's really kind of funny how bad I fucked up his shoulders. This is either the best or the worst one I think I've ever done. I don't know. He's got like, he looks like an inflatable. Bullet casings. Where do they come out of on a 9mm? I mean, I would imagine they just come out from the, you know, where the rest of the damn off the top. No, Eddie, that's not PSVR. That's live ammo. Whoops! You know what I thought they say. Stop, don't touch. Leave, go get an adult. I'm an adult. I'm a big-ass bird. Oh, Eddie, you shot up a whole orphanage. You're going to, they're giving you the death penalty, Eddie. You can't call self-defense against an orphanage, as it turns out. That defense doesn't work. You can't do that. Oh, they come out the right side if we're talking about Uzis? Well, they came out both sides. Just like Eddie Eagle. He goes both ways. First things first, we have to draw the NRA's logo, which is gonna be a big circle. That's a nice circle right there. I'm proud of that one. And then it's got like it's just one of these numbers, you know, where it's got like a bunch of fucking starbursts around the outside. So we're just gonna go ahead and use a couple of guideline little jaggy things to make starting points for the rest of them. Alright, so there's that. And then on the inside, I believe, I mean, this probably isn't going to focus because this thing doesn't really autofocus too well. But I think the inside of that logo is an eagle that's, instead of holding like an olive branch, like with the American seal, it's holding fucking guns instead, like crossed guns. So instead, we're gonna replace that just entirely with that emoji that Apple replaced the gun with. So it was something like this, right? It's like a little green zappy alien gun. And then they solved gun violence in one go just by doing that. We'll draw some lightning. Oh fuck! We'll draw some lightning bolts coming off of it. We'll even draw some lightning bolts down here. That way, you know, I fill up more of the space. Because I clearly thought this through. Okay, that's a bad lightning bolt. So, because it's Eddie, it's not really a gun club, it's more of a fun club. So, it's going to be the NRA Fun Club with guns. Or should it be Gun Club VR, even? I think Gun Club VR ought to just be the next... That's what it is. So, we need to get some block lettering here. Let's see if we can match the font that they've got on the thing. It's a very, very hairy looking G. I messed that up. Boom. Gun Club VR is an actual... Wait, they made an NRA Gun Club VR? That's a thing? I tried to make a fucking joke and it turns out to be reality? Story of my life. Gun. I guess we're gonna have to put this part down here. I need to buy some more space. So they really have a VR version of Gun Club. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, given how common the concept of you know, VR gun shooty bang bang is, but holy hell. Really? Really, NRA? Oh, it's not affiliated with the NRA, it's just called Gun Club VR. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll have starring Eddie. There we go. It's gonna be time to do a little bit of coloration here. I'm gonna go over these lines a little heavier. So Eddie the Eagle really doesn't have much color up top. He's mostly just white. So we're gonna be focusing on coloring in the NRA seal, his shirt, and then we gotta color his fucking turkey ass in. By the way, I guess his sleeves end right here. The sleeves on the shirt. Because I'm trying to see on... There's only a picture of Eddie here, and I think his sleeves end like right where this girl's face is. So I think that's like where his shoulders are. NRA Gun Club. Eddie. Let's just start with the face. Let's start with the face. And we'll start on the head. That means we'll start with the Oculus, the headset. I've got a really dark gray, and I've got that silver that I talked about last time. And is this the same gray? No, this is... I don't know what color this is because it's sharpened from the wrong end. But that's warm gray at 50%, and this is definitely a slightly different variant of gray. Well, I need all of them, and I need black. So here's how this is going down. I'm going to trace the outline of the VR headset in black. I'm going to trace it. Then, I'm going to color it in silver. Or, I'm sorry, this is steel. This isn't silver. This is that rare color that I mentioned last time that I had to order online or whatever it was a very specific and useful color that I used a lot of, that I used often. Okay. And now, since I've done that, I'm going to put a couple streaks of black in the front part and a couple streaks of black in the bottom part. We're actually going to blend this one, so, you know, get ready. Are you ready for Eddie? No, I mean, he's going to be wearing, like, it's completely enclosed, so he's not just wearing safety goggles. He's... Oh, we need to draw the cord for the... I think that would probably also make it clear that this is a VR headset. So, white feathers, white tuft. He has like a burnt sienna colored jacket on, which I don't think I have that color. So it's like his shit. I really don't think I have any of the colors that he is. He has a very Texas A&M color scheme to him. It's the best way I can describe that. Okay, Crimson Lake seems like the best match for his shirt, or whatever the hell this is that he wears. I don't know what this is. Eddie, the Eagle. Eddie, the last gun safety eagle. He's my friend and a whole lot more. You guys tell what cartoon I watched recently? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't this VHS tape. I collect, like, the reason I own this is because I collect trash, okay? I collect a lot of garbage, and I just so happened to find this at like a thrift store, and I was like, gun safety with Eddie Eagle. I bought it not knowing it was an NRA thing, and I found out after the fact. I was like, now I'm even happier I bought this, because this is ridiculous. This means that somebody ordered this tape for their kid to learn, stop, don't touch it, leave the area, and tell an adult. Is that what it is? Stop, don't touch it, leave the area, and tell an adult. Yeah, see, I fucking know these things. So if I see a gun, I'll stop, I won't touch it. I'll go tell my mom and dad, I'll be like, hey, there's a gun. And my mom and dad will be like, you're in your 30s, fucking deal with it. Eddie is a gun nut himbo confirmed. You know, don't. Eddie is not someone to aspire to or to lust after or to anything else. He is not. He's a bad influence, okay? This brown, sienna brown, I was kind of hoping it'd have a little more red to it. It is literally like poop brown. I'm not even kidding. It is the color of poop. This is doo-doo brown. Buster Keaton Rule says, I bet Eddie would try and mount 20 bump stocks on one gun and expect it to fire at the speed of light. No, Eddie's the type of dumbass who has a tactical scope on his combat knife, okay? He's got it fully rigged out. Tactical scope on his camo knife. He's a doomsday prepper. He buys Jim Baker's fucking giant vat of disgusting cheesy rice and potatoes. Now I'm thinking of that video where didn't Baker, it's not Baker, that's the paleontologist. Jim Baker, didn't he fucking didn't they make that on one of his shows in like a goddamn wheelbarrow? He has this dehydrated, like, cheesy rice. I shit you not. It is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It's like a doomsday prepper food ration. It's cheesy rice, and they either make it in like a big wash basin or in a wheelbarrow, and it's so much cheesy rice. It's more than any sane person could eat. And they're just talking about how many servings it is. Like, they make the whole fucking bucket. And I'm like, dude, did you just fucking give a bowl of that to everybody who attended the taping of this bullshit show? And then he also sells them for ridiculously inflated prices, too. Because that's what doomsday preppers do. You know what I'm saying? This fucking Oculus Rift. We haven't colored his $5 footlong yet. But when the apocalypse comes, who knows? Apocalypse, whatever I just said. When the apocalypse comes, who knows? Right, and I have this nasty, disgusting, pale, ugly, very thin, rose deco pink is what I'm going to color the hot dog. got a little bit of just straight Prismacolor paint to do a little bit of the highlights with. Just an uncooked wiener. All right, so this is the VR headset plug. So we'll just draw this, you know, kind of coming down here on this side because we fudged it. There we go. See, now that we know he's wearing a headset and he can't see anything. Oh no, we didn't leave room for the ESRB rating. Shit. We can fit it right here. It's okay. It's okay. That's like the best fucking punchline. When you guys said rated E for Eddie, I was like, oh shit. Oh, Buster Keaton rules, you're right. I could have used the ESRB rating to censor his penis and rated it T for tiny. Oh, man. Oh, you're right. Oh, that was a golden opportunity. Well, maybe we'll still rate it T for tiny, but we'll draw a little arrow pointing to it. Like, we'll put it out here and draw a little arrow. That's a good idea. This is why I outsource a lot of the humor to you guys as we kind of just do these art streams. What is the logo? Oh, that's like navy blue. No, this is just going to become yellow. I don't care enough about the NRA to get the colors right on their little insignia. The laser pistol, it has like a little red thing in the center, right? It's like a little red dot, and then we need to get just color in the lightning bolts. I'll tell you what, I'll color in the center of the thing. I'll color that in navy blue. I know I've got one of those floating around. It's fucking gun emoji. This is Apple's emoji, right? The one that looks like a green laser pistol. That stopped gun violence. Dead in its tracks. Hasn't been another mass shooting since they changed that emoji. Draco, that's not funny. Don't joke about that. I know it's a systemic thing. I get it. It's a symbolic gesture, changing the emoji to something less threatening. But they still kept the bomb. Okay. Here we go. This will be our ESRB rating. Whoops. That's why I'm running out of pencil lead. Rated T for tiny. And then again, Twitch, if you're watching this, I didn't draw a wiener on him. I mean, I did, but it's the hot dog kind of wiener, okay? It's not weird shit. I'm not drawing lewds on Twitch. Now, if we were still hosted on live stream, that'd be anything goes. Anything goes, like the Fallout song. If you want to draw a penis on a bird, anything goes. So, I got a piece of tape, and we're just gonna tape that ESRB rating. You can still see the hot dog. That's great. That's great. Alright, so, I think we've colored everything on the front of it. So now we get my favorite part. We get to do the back. Let me toss some of the stuff off to the side that we're not going to use anymore. So on the back, what is going to be who's going to endorse it? We need a glowing endorsement from a celebrity. I'm thinking John Voight. You guys remember John Voight? I don't know how to spell his last name, So, but he is somebody who made a thing about Donald Trump is like, we gotta secure this election. The blah, 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 blah. So anyways, John Voight's flavor text is going to be, I once was eaten by a giant anaconda. I came. And that quote is John, and I don't know how to spell his last name, so it's going to be Voight, like the dodgeball. V-O-I-T. So we need another glowing endorsement from another voice of reason within the conservative community. Alex Jones's endorsement is just going to be, globalists. And that's an actual quote from Alex Jones. Real quote. This is just going to become a recurring gag, I think. We need to have one voice of reason here, okay? Because otherwise this is just fucking madness. This is fucking madness. So, it's okay, I guess. And that's just going to be a quote from Mr. Tom Hanks himself. Tom Hanks, he played NRA Gun Club, and he's like, it's okay, I guess. NRA Gun Club. Simple enough. So we've got Eddie Eagle with the ESRB rating taped over his wiener, rated T for tiny, and he's wearing an Oculus Rift, presumably playing a VR game, but he's not holding VR guns, he's holding real guns and just shooting everybody looking at him, because that's about right. It looks like I've drawn the Earth right here, unfortunately. This didn't come out as good as I was hoping. And then on the back, we have such glowing celebrity endorsements as, I once was eaten by a giant anaconda, I came, from John Voight, globalists, from Alex Jones, and it's okay, I guess, from Mr. Tom Hanks himself. And he fucking shoots at the cell tower workers. You gotta get rid of that 5G! That's what he's shooting at. So now, it's time for us to resituate this artwork inside the case. I also must get the game out of the case. So the game goes in this PS2 case, and then we finally close it up. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our very own copy of NRA Gun Club with Eddie the Eagle. NRA Gun Club on the side, and then on the back, no barcodes because they're Satan. And then we have John Voight telling us his most perverse sexual fantasies about being eaten by a giant anaconda. Wouldn't that be like the best case scenario? Like if you were really into that and you knew that they were making an anaconda movie, like if you could like finagle your way to like tell your agent, I really want to be in this movie. And it's like you're giving up being in blah blah blah. This could be an Oscar winner. You want to be in this fucking snake movie? Why? This is a personal thing, okay? I just really want to be in this movie. And then you convince the scriptwriter to make you one of the characters that gets eaten so that you can watch yourself get eaten by a snake in a movie so that you can jerk off to yourself being eaten by a CGI snake. That's some next level shit, okay? I'm not saying that's what John Voight did when he was an anaconda, but I'm not saying he didn't do that, okay? Well, you guys, on that note, that's gonna do it for this installment of Gatorbox of Crayons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we got, this is the only one that has like a companion video. NRA Gun Club starring Eddie the Gun Safety Eagle, and I also called the NRA while we were playing, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get some Eddie the Eagle merchandise sent to my post office box. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Gatorbox of Crayons. Really went off the rails, and and I feel bad. So, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And now here's that YouTube title card you love so much. Thanks for checking out this video by Gatorbox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/Gatorbox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/Gatorbox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.